So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Why I love the iPhone 12 mini. Now, this is going to serve as kind of my 2 months later experience with this phone. And I talked about why I switched to this last year, but this phone, I absolutely love it. And I have 10 reasons why this has become the case, and we'll just get straight into it. The first reason is just the similarities it felt to the iPhone SE. So if you do remember this phone, I'm sure you do. I actually made probably 1 million, actually maybe about 2 million videos with the iPhone SE. So if you've been around for a while, you know, is this all this guy does? Is iPhone SE videos? Well, yeah, back in the day, we did a ton of those. But you can see it's because I really just love the form factor of that iPhone SE of 2016. And I don't think this one has been selling quite as well, though, as this one, because of the current times and the price point that the iPhone 12 mini launched at was significantly higher than the 12 mini. So I think the recipe for, sales was a little bit better with the iPhone SE 2016, but I love it for that same ergonomic feel, the squared edges, the overall design being very similar to this, although I still think that this one is more comfortable to hold. This is really bringing back that nostalgia of that phone, and if you've ever held the 12 mini, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So the second reason I absolutely love the iPhone 12 mini is it's easy to type here with one hand. So I really do like this. It's actually incredibly easy. And again, it reminds me a lot of the iPhone SE from 2016. And not only that, it's that the side-to-side action, reaching applications across the screen, I just love it. It's easy to pull down this. It's easy to pull down the control center. It's easy to type there when we are doing a type test. So the next one is hand fatigue. So when you're using this phone in one hand, you won't have to switch out that much because your hand's getting tired of typing or using it too long. This often occurs when I'm watching videos for quite some time on my phone, or I'm just, doing some typing with one hand. I don't experience my hand getting tired from holding it. And that's again due to the super light 135 grams of this phone. I mean, this thing is a feather. In terms of phones, it's pretty much like the SE. This one was a little bit lighter. But again, it's so light. In fact, I actually found myself scrambling in my pockets. I was nervous that I was losing my phone because it's so light. I could barely tell it was there in the 12 mini. So for my fourth reason, this one actually feels like a mobile phone. What I mean by that? Well, it feels small enough to actually feel mobile. Now, this iPhone 12 Pro here is what most would consider an average size smartphone these days, definitely portable. But look how small the iPhone 12 mini is next to that guy. I mean, it's just much more mobile. And if you want to talk about a mobile device, this is a truly mobile device right here in the 12 mini. So if you value having, a lightweight phone in your purse, in your bag, in whatever you're using, in your pocket to store this thing, maybe in your car. A lot of cars don't even have big enough space to accommodate, some of these super large phones, although auto manufacturers are fixing that these days. This one, it can basically fit almost anywhere. So back in 2016, I loved the iPhone SE for having this single camera lens that was flush with the body. It was a really small phone that shot amazing video at the time. And I loved having the ability to just take photos and videos in a discreet manner. So what I mean by this, when you're out and about, you're trying to take professional photos and videos, this camera is pretty capable of doing that if you know what you're doing. You want to knock it over into 4K 60, or you want to use something like Filmic Pro. It's just going to look like you're using your phone, but you're going to get super impressive results out of this. And it's just going to look like this guy just taking a photo with his iPhone. The next reason I love the iPhone 12 mini is this phone is literally just less distracting than a larger phone. A larger phone will suck you in more because the display is huge. Here's my Note 20 Ultra over here, for example. I just want to watch videos all day on this phone. I just want to do stuff all day on this phone because this device right here just has so much going for it when it comes to the display. I want to use the S Pen. I want to just keep using apps. This phone, I hop on this device and I do a couple tasks and I'm out of there. I'm just done with it. Another reason I love the 12 mini is it's kind of easier to unlock when fumbling around. So if you're punching in your passcode, again, if you're fumbling around with your keys in one hand, you got to unlock this phone really quickly. This phone is just easy to reach the one-handed, going ahead and putting on your passcode. You're not going to be doing none of this, like swiping the phone up here to kind of reach your passcode because and it's going to drop like that, like with a bigger phone. This phone right here It's just easy to punch in the passcode. The next thing I love about this phone is 5G. The fact that you're walking around with 5G and a phone this size is pretty extraordinary. And this phone, for my final reason I love it, it's just a special phone. I really hope Apple does update this with the 13 mini, but the way sales are looking, I'm not sure if Apple's gonna keep around the small iPhone if this phone doesn't start to pick up in sales. But I gotta say, while it is a phone for certain people who just want small phones, this could be a problem because a lot of people are going over to the larger phones. The iPhone 12 mini just carries that special factor about it. And if in the future it's gone, I think we're going to begin to miss it again, kind of like we did with the iPhone SE 2016. But for now, I'm glad it's current. I'm glad it's got 5G, and I absolutely love this device. Those are my reasons why. So if you were in the market looking, you could use this video as kind of a review guide to help you decide, is this going to be for me? And if you resonated with a lot of those ideas and things that I loved about this phone, this might be the perfect device for you. So thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here helping you to master your technology. I'll catch you all in the next episode, and peace.